Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Come on the coast. Come on the coast. Now is the time for Champions Night. You know the story. You know the story. Come on the coast. Come on the coast. Come on, 80. Come on, 80, man. Ginte, Ginte. Ginte.
A very good evening, Africa. A very good evening, South Africa. A very good evening, Malawi. From where you are watching, all the places where African pool is normally watched in very big lump sums. In Kenya, in Tanzania, Lesotho, Botswana, South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Eswatini, and everywhere in between. And imagine the continents just across the waters. You are welcome to the very final match of this ongoing tournament that has been happening for the last 4 days, including today. It did start on the 11th of April, just 3 days ago, when the ladies had their ladies day out. The ladies have gotten to know their winner, Uganda's Rukia Naiga, coming dominant in the whole tournament, defeating the Zimbabwean Kabata Diana in the final. The men have got the two players who have so far lost only once in the competition, and by the rules of the match being double life, every player exits the tournament only after losing twice. Now that Aiden and Ginte have both been defeated once, one of them will be defeated twice after this match, and one of them will be left with only one defeat in the competition, who will be the winner of this tournament, and who will be the winner, yes, of this tournament's third edition, and it will be their very first time winning this one. What a second day final that we had between the two, being won by Aiden, coming back from 6-3 down to win by 9 frames to 7. He actually had to win 5 of the last 6 frames to win that second live final to book himself a place in this match. This match is live on so many platforms: Break and Finish Live Facebook, Q Pixels Photography Facebook, Q Pixels Photography YouTube, Queen's Pool Academy Facebook, Break and Finish Live, Peter Chebe Live YouTube, as well as Advanced Talent Agency YouTube. My commentary is on Peter Chebe Live YouTube, Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as ATA YouTube, to present you this action in audio and video. Aiden Joseph, the pride of South Africa, the Rainbow Nation, the Mzansi Nation, one of the very greatest players ever to touch a pool cue stick on the African continent, will be starting this one as an obvious favorite, given his stature and achievements, caliber in the game. Of course, not forgetting to mention his skill set. He's just about, in my opinion, to take a 1-frame lead, as a host of South African players are turning to be his fans, led by Pila Mazambani and Mzamo Ezepempe, as Edlin aims for the last red on the table and misses it to grant chance to Ginte to steal frame number 1 away from the ghost. Thank you for watching from Malawi. While this one is a contest between two players, it is an international championship. It is Malawi versus South Africa. It is Aiden versus Ginte. It is first-class attacking pool against first-class attacking pool. Ginte has taken the whole of 30+ minutes simply to ensure that he gets refreshed after playing a little bit more pool than Aiden because he had 2 lives before the start of the date. For whatever reason, Aiden has changed his dress code. He's wearing different clothing from what he was wearing before the first live final. I'm sorry, it was the second live final, as though he's just wearing something in which to receive his winner's prize. He, however, gets to foul, and Ginte having a free shot and a visit for himself to try and benefit, to try and lead in the match at the first time of asking. Trying to win a second tournament, which is truly continental, with players from 8 different African countries, which are the 8 best black ball playing countries of the continent. Ginte is just a little bit out of sorts, having denied himself white, most especially for any of the 3 yellows he's having on table. For the fact that he's the player on table, he's still having advantage, wanting to play snooker, wanting to play swift. It has not been a total snooker. Aiden has at least some slight sight of the black. Seems like full sight. This guy has got what it takes to pot this ball. Believe you me, if there are any 2 or 3 African players who produce magic when they need magic, Aiden is one of them. He will try again, aiming for the black, coming white ball just a little bit round the yellow, finds the black and misses the pot. Another chance comes begging for Mr. Malawi. The happiness of Blantyre, trying to impress at Queen's Sports Club, a venue which, in my opinion, he's having the lion's share of the fans. Of course, naturally, fans will want the player who has won this to win a match like this one. He has been the biggest fighter in the competition, reaching the semi-finals and finals of both of his lives. One of his lives being ended by Aiden, but Ginte leads.
Here we go, 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 here we go.
And after one frame, Dear viewers, this is the making of a match that could be. Pilani, why are you making a lot of noise?
It's because I'm supporting my boy, definitely Aiden Joseph, the ghost, the one and only man.
There's a lot of love between you and Aiden. If you meet him in a will you really want to beat him?
Definitely happens sometimes, but it doesn't take away the fact that he's my boy, and I'm grateful to to be in his time, to watch him, to witness his play is inspiring, bro.
Now you and Rivaldo are some of Aiden's best friends that I know. What do you think? What does Aiden do to keep himself in form on this good form for all of these years?
I think with experience, man, he's got that winning mentality and he's done it all. He's done a lot, and he's consistent. He's one of the greatest, man. He's just consistent. His mentality is the strongest. Is something special, man.
Now, as a pool player yourself, where do you see Ginte's career going? The guy seems to be very. Now, the last one is for you as Pillar. This tournament didn't go well. Can we hope that we can see you maybe playing a race with someone tomorrow or the other day?
Definitely. I'm here in Zimbabwe. I'm here to play. And remember, my tour didn't end. So, yeah, because of the unfortunate event that happened. So, all I can say is I'm still going to continue. I'm going to be in Zimbabwe for a few more days. We'll see what happens. But it's promising. There's a few guys that want to play me. The likes of Maluva, the likes of Blessing. Yeah. Definitely maybe Sakala, and definitely maybe a rematch with Speaking at. And the other guys also, like the likes of Quito, I heard they needed to play me here in
Bulawayo. You want to pass with everybody.
Yeah, man.
The Zambians are around there. Zames, of course, are top. Then some two Ugandans are around for 2 more days.
Definitely, because now Mazamani's game has been, at a low lately. So they see a chance, they think that I'm weak, and it's good for me, it's good for business. Yeah.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
And I'm hoping to see the better of you in the next comp.
Thank you very much.
That is Pillar Mazambani, and lead cheerleader of the Aiden fans in Bulawayo.
There we go. Come on, the ghost. Come on, the ghost. It's too late, guys. It's too late, guys. Now is the time for Champions League. Now is the time for Champions League. It's too late, baby. It's too late, baby. Don't play. Aiden Joseph. Aiden Joseph.
It is next to Ginte. He has a different break compared to Aiden's because Ginte has the pyramid break. The pyramid break is that break where the shooter hits the top ball. It is not a very popular break nowadays, especially among his top players. But for Ginte, it seems it is his break of preference. He seems to be clearly going for the yellows. Not only are they less by the fact that he has spotted a yellow on the break, they are also clearly better positioned compared to the reds. The table is closed. Ginte is playing yellows. And I believe this frame is finishable. What looks like a little bit of a skill, a trick, is those two yellows that are so close to each other near the corner pocket onto the bottom left. Whether or not they can be potted is a little bit suspect. But if one of them can go in by connection, then Ginte will be good in business, good to finish frame number 5. He's still a very young man, Ginte, by the way. And believe you me, I have had some time with him. He is very, very well grounded. He respects everybody, including his peers, his opponents, his fans of rival opponents, organizers, media men, everybody. He is a very well grounded person. That is the ingredient of a player that seemingly will have a very good career ahead of him. He's so adored in Kenya, where he has been recently making a tour. He normally frequents himself in Zambia, Ginte, just playing matches, races with top Zambian players. He was in Zimbabwe by Monday, coming from Kenya, and reached Bulawayo on Friday morning. Sorry, on Thursday morning, I do remember. Now he's one of the magnets of the internet in Africa for the simple reason that he plays to entertain. Most of the times he wins while entertaining. If he wins this match, it will be the best victory for Ginte in his career. Yes, he won the Billiards Cafe Double Life Comp in 2023. His opponent in the final was Uganda's Ibra Sejemba. But this opponent is Aiden. If there is one player you want to beat to try and conquer the continent, that player is Aiden. The reason as to why the likes of Caesar have gotten their career growth from grass to grace, one of the reasons amongst many others is the ability to beat this player. And I love Aiden for the fact that he never ever shies away from challenges, even though it risks his status. He will give you a match when you want to have a match. He is going for clearance number 3. He is playing faster. The guy is wearing a very serious face and looks to be very comfortable. He's been longing for this match, Aiden. He lost his first round in the first life. But here we are in the final, playing against the guy who had 2 lives in the finals and just about to lead against him for the very first time in the match. As he sinks in the black to the corner pocket onto the bottom left, it is Aiden 3 and Ginte 2.
There we go, Aiden. There we go. There we go, Aiden. There we go. Okay. Come in. Now the tackle check goes next. Come on the goes.
And dear viewers, as I stream the very last match of the competition, I will not ever get tired of thanking those that have been able to make this tournament possible. Those that have sacrificed their time and their financial resources and their human effort and their skill and their passion just to ensure that this tournament becomes a spectacle as big as it is. And how will this tournament happen without the financial muscle of Nevsan Select Aggregates Company, based in Harare, responsible for sponsoring 10 players, Team Nevsan, and also pumping $2,000 into the prize money, and also partly sponsoring my own trip as streamer. All stars, the chairman of the organizing committee and managing director of Queen's Sports Club. Thank you for loving the sport and loving the players, and yes, investing in the game. But then, here comes another twist in the final. When I thought that maybe Ginte was starting to weaken, especially in mind, something else comes up. He is down. Now he is equal. Now he is level. Now he equalizes. Ginte 3. Big bet from Ginte, getting to put a yellow ball in the same frame where the reds are clearly the better positioned balls. All of them 7 reds are in space, the black in space. This is, oh my god, whatever went on in his mind as he was aiming for the red, not a good sign when you find even to close the table in the final against a player of Aiden's caliber. I like it when Aiden plays arrogantly. Of course, playing his red off the yellow was not to lose control of the white ball, because if he had potted it direct, it would have a cut and the movement of the white ball would not be as neat as it has been, most especially the penultimate shot. Now he is on three reds. One of them to the corner pocket onto the bottom left. Another which is probably deciding to play first to the center pocket on the left, and the rest will be a formality. He's one of those players, I have to confess, whom I never ever get tired of watching play. Who I also never ever get tired of being around with. He can mean to be funny, sometimes he can mean to be serious, and has a very big brain, not only on the table, but also in real life. Only coming to the age of 30, and yet already a very, very, very decorated player. Wants to add queens to the multitude of titles that he has as he gets to lead in the final with the black potted to the corner pocket. It is Aiden 4, Ginte 3, rest to 11. He has connected me to his own internet because mine was having buffering network for especially the last two streams that were happening on YouTube, while the Facebook streams have been very perfect all through. Yes, now the streams both on Facebook and YouTube are simply flawless. This one is the best stream that I've had in the whole tournament. Thank you, Francis. You are watching the very last match of the tournament between South Africa's Aiden Joseph and Malawi's Stanford Given Ginte. Double life poll it is. Both players having been defeated once, they have to play out once simply to give us a champion. He has to be very careful, and careful he is. I like what he has just done, even under pressure, maintaining the balance of his body, maintaining his shot doesn't kiss Aiden's balls, and putting his red quite concisely and precisely. He still has a problem of two reads that are near the center pocket on the left, and fetches very accurate right ball for the bouncing it off the cushions with a lovely backspin and lovely power balance. Now in pole position to equalize in frame number 8. Sometimes I wonder really goes wrong when everything seems to be moving well. Is it pressure? Is it nerves? Is it the relative inexperience of Ginte compared to Aiden? And then it's one of those moments when you don't intend to pot a ball, when you're not happy when you pot a ball. And I have to think that this frame number 8 is the one that has been played at the lowest level of them all that have been played in this final so far. I've just seen 3 mistakes respectively from each of the players, unexpected to say. A sign of pressure, of course, the occasion itself being a final. And I have to tell you that while the people who have filled up the arena have paid to pay, it is full to capacity. If you are in and around Blawayo, if you want to come to the venue, you may have to pay. But even when you pay, you may not have to sit anywhere to sit. You may also fail to get anywhere to watch while standing. Social media is awash with this final. No better advert for African pool than this match. And so far, it is living to the task. Aiden probably trying to play bank shot. Sometimes Aiden does Aiden things. That was one of them. He still has work to do. Those two yellows that have two of Ginte's reds in between them are dead balls. At least dead. I wonder what he's trying to do, because I don't think any of the yellows can be potted off the cushion, off the red. At least as the pot. But it's very, very good imagination from the ghost. But I have to confess, it's one of those players' nicknames that I don't like so much. The ghost, no, I don't like it so much. All I can tell you is that he got that name as a nickname from his friend Ishmael Mtetwa, fellow South African player who won the African Championships in 2014, defeating a very young Aiden Joseph, who was by then 19 in the final. And then, with Maraki confirming his status as the then best player on the African continent, was playing so many matches with Aiden. It came to a time when, on whichever pool table it was, Aiden was winning match after match after match after match after Ishmael. I do remember Ishmael, who is now watching this match, by the way, posting on his Facebook account that I am not going to play Aiden Joseph again. The guy is a ghost. Since then, Aiden is being referred to as a ghost. The ghost has missed a shot. The ghost is granting Ginte a chance to play again in this frame. But Ginte has a not so good looking red frame. That was a little shot in which Ginte did open up both of his two balls, one of them being played off the cushion, and then displacing Aiden's red, then occupying that pocket at the corner on the top left of your screen. And after that shot, which came after a miss from Aiden, this one is likely to be Ginte's equalizing frame, unless Aiden's bank shot of the yellow off the cushion to the center pocket on the right is successful, but it is not. And in a very special way, for especially those of you who are watching from Break and Fish Live Facebook, thank you for watching, and meaning most especially from South Africa. I like to stress it again that while as a streamer, I am based in the Republic of Uganda. The big majority of the people who follow the streams, watch the videos, and like the page are from South Africa. I like the love relationship that is between myself and the full fraternity of South Africa. Thank you for loving the game, and in another way, thank you for giving us Aiden, who as a player and as a brand has a very big significance to the entire African pro fraternity. Look at this kind of shooting from the ghost. My goodness. No better way to lead by 2 frames as he increases his lead from 4 frames to 3 to 5-3. That was a spectacle. And in a special way, I want to shout out to all of the people that are making this sport as famous and popular as it is today. Of course, apart from the players and the sponsors, the work of the media team, especially on the social media. Special regard to Mr. William Soko, the Zambian media man, the guy who initiated widespread live streaming of pool games. While I started out streaming in 2018, the guy who started out as extensively as he does is William Soko, an inspiration to a large team and family of streamers that has made this sport one of the most popular on the continent today. Francis Mupeke of Key Pixels Photography, a very dedicated person to the growth of the sport. The only problem is that he doesn't play pool as well as he streams. Samson Kiboga from Tanzania, Evans Okacha, Mchana Pool Club, Hustlers Black Ball Association, amongst many others, as Aiden Joseph looks to make it 6. Taking full advantage of the scratch on the break from Ginte, he steals frame number 9 and leads by 6 frames. Now here we are. I want to say that Aiden Joseph looks not just only as favorite to win this match, but he is an overwhelming favorite. How many times has he been on the pulpit as a winner? How many countries has he conquered? How many cities, how many provinces, how many tournaments has he won in black ball, in 8 ball, in 9 ball, a little bit of snooker, a little bit of hay ball. The African Championships in 2014, where he came first runner-up. The 2018 South Africa Under-19 Championships, 2014 South Africa Under-19 Championships, where he was champion. The 2019 African Championships, where he came second to Vision. The AAPA African Championships in 2023, as well as 2022, where he was champion. The South African 9-ball Championships, which he has twice as a winner. The East and Southern African Pool Championships in 2020. The Billiard Cafe Double Life Championships 2024, among several others. There's so many matches that he has won in Uganda, playing 5 money matches and winning 5. In Tanzania, in Kenya, where he played 6 money matches and won 5. In Zambia, in South Africa, and so many places in between. The guy has really entertained the continent. I want to think that Aiden Joseph is one of those players that means a lot to this sport, most especially on the continent. However, that one will not matter. What will be mattering is who of the two will be winning 11 frames before the other does so. For Ginte to win to do this, he has to win 8. Aiden needs 5 out of 12. What I like about players is that all amongst the about 500, if not 600, if not 700 people that are crowding Queen's Sports Club as fans who have paid to watch, many of them are the players who have been participants in the competition. They are respecting the occasion. I can see Mzamo, I can see Bubezi, I can see Ibra, I can see Hazard, I can see Rukia, I can see Vari the fish, sorry the commentator, I can see Pitbull, I can see Malova, I can see everybody. They are watching the final, not just for the enjoyment, they are watching it to appreciate fellow players for achieving what they may have come short of achieving, as Aiden fouls. Thank you for watching. Victoria Diana watching from Entebbe in Uganda. I know her as a player in the Ugandan Pool League with Mokono Pool Club. Says she's watching on giant screen and supporting Aiden. This is good brains, in my opinion, from Ginte. Playing a free shot that opens up all of his yellow balls, putting himself in position to clear them with the next visit of the table. The black is there for the taking. This frame seems as good as gone. This is where I normally say the rest is a formality. For Ginte to put yellow to the center pocket on the right, having white ball bounce off the top cushion with the backspin, just like that, playing the white ball into perfect space, needing a simple roll of the white ball with a little bit of top spin, bouncing it off the cushion and in perfect space. The pot of the black, any player, even Francis Mkwekwe, can do. It is now Ginte 4 and Aiden 6. Race to 11.
Come on, boy. There we go, there we go. 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 Don't take. Now the gun for checkers. Don't take. Come on, coach. Go shell up from this. Go shell up from this. DJ the Joseph Vegas. He's on the legacy. Come on, the Joseph Vegas. The Joseph Vegas. The Joseph Vegas.
From the three streams where this live commentary is being shared, that is Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chebe Live YouTube and Advanced Talent Agency YouTube. We are now way over 4,000 people watching. Thank you, Africa. There is another live feed and live stream on Qpixels Photography Facebook and YouTube, Queen's Pool Academy Facebook. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be Wetsi Moraki Group Holdings Facebook. All of them having the match, which may become in a short while the most ever watched match in the history of African pool, at least live. Here comes the ghost with sharp cut of the yellow ball along the cushion, with intention either to put it or get it to occupy all of the pocket on the bottom right, an intention which has since then come short, presenting to Ginte an opportunity to find a way of winning frame number 11. Otherwise, it may start to become a little bit jittery. It is a mountain to climb trying to defeat Aiden, most especially in a final. Very rarely do you see Aiden Joseph lose matches which are finals. Yes, he does a few times, but it is quite seldom. You don't see it quite often for Aiden to fail to finish a frame looking as good and clean and clear as these yellows. Impressive in attack, in the target, and the distribution of the white ball. A roll of the yellow towards the corner pocket on the top right naturally moves the white ball leftwards off to cushions to get an accurate grip on the black to put it to the corner pocket on the bottom left, either direct or off the yellow, as Aiden aims and increases his lead. And the front of his shirt has his textbook nickname, the Ghost. Not only is he getting the finishes right, even the breaks are okay. Thank you for watching. Dennis Chepto from Kamuli district. That is Ugandan. Filama. I don't know why you're called Pilama, yet you are not Pilama Zambani. But yes, thank you for supporting Aiden. Masondo Sanele. You are asking Aiden to bring it home. Your manual IT. Cat J. Deep Sessions, thank you for watching. Speedy G. You are asking Aiden to pump it up on the YouTube stream. Motesi Arthur, you are watching from Namanga in Tanzania. You are Team Scorpion and you're supporting Ginte. I don't know where you're supporting Ginte genuinely, or you simply don't want Aiden to win. But thank you for watching, all of you who are Team Scorpion. Of course, the Scorpion has not had his day today in this competition. He normally ever finds a way of bouncing back. I know that he will be back and pretty soon. One more red to the center pocket. Has to be careful with the movement of the white ball. And in trying to be careful, Aiden misses the pot. So far, the biggest miss in the final so far. And of course, Ginte never hesitates to take the easy pickings. Though not obvious a clearance, he will have to make sure. And believe you me, these guys are so able, most especially in the attacking sense of the game. This table is not as friendly when you want to play offensive-minded pool. Playing balls that are against the cushion is not easy if you want to pot. And potting a ball happens only when the movement of the same ball is virgin, without contact of the same ball with any part of the cushion or the jaw of the pocket. But if they can finish, if they can deliver for us some good finishes, then yes, they are top class players. Thank you for watching. Demwas Media. Tenywa Augustine. Thub Zero. Appreciating the commentary. Thank you very much. Hoyokuna Porto, thank you for watching. You think Aiden will get this one? He has gotten that one. That red ball off the two cushions. His intention was to find the angle and snooker Ginte by himself. Ginte finds another yellow and finds another snooker. Ginte now onto the last yellow in frame number 12. It has to be a simple roll, putting yellow and black to corresponding corner pockets on the left and right of the screen. The rest is a formality. The Malawian is still in business. Aiden tries 4 times to participate in the calendar of the Joy Table, including the World Table Championships, an event that is happening starting right this coming month. The story of Harry Martin Mauldin, who, by the way, almost got into the final only to lose out to Wetsi on penalties, whose match against Caesar, when Caesar did tour South Africa, was watched by a potential sponsor who simply said, "I love your game. I love the way you defeated Caesar in the Foreman Cup, and I want to sponsor you for the tournament that will be happening in Zimbabwe next week." And just like that, he got the sponsorship. And while things haven't gone exactly his way, yes, he has reached the prize bracket. The story of another Ugandan, Ibrahim Sejemba, who is having one of the best sponsorship deals of any player in the on the African continent, by the way, whose manager, Zach Idiro, fell in love with him simply by watching his games coming live on YouTube. The story of another Ugandan in Hazard, which is exactly the same, also having a very good sponsorship deal simply because of his streams that always attracted his manager, who fell in love with his game. And so many other players. I thank you for making these players relevant by according them your time. I also thank you as streamer for making me relevant by according these streams time and data every time I go live. In the meantime, Stanford given
the best in the business won't take it. Come in. The best in the business. You are the best in the business. Nobody knows the business more than you. Don't take it.
Dear viewers, we are back and back in business. I believe for the very last time in this competition. There's something that is really tickling my mind, I have to tell you. The thing is, Ginte and Aiden will take positions number 1 and 2 in whichever order it may be. However, in the first live final, Ginte defeated Wetsi. In the second live final, Aiden defeated Ginte. That means that to get whoever will win will be taking position number 3 and 4. Ginte and Wetsi do have to play out for a third place match, which I don't know that will be happening because there is no sports event that has an anticlimax. An anticlimax is where the last action of the event is not the biggest of them all. The biggest of them all is this match. It is the final, the grand final. You don't conclude a sports tournament with a third place match. Aiden is concluding the first frame after timeout with break and finish. Here comes Ginte, and I know that everybody who is watching as a neutral will probably be wanting him to finish this frame. If he does, the final will be alive again. When he's playing, apart from his ability to pot, I have to say that I do admire his speed. Two yellows. He may decide to put one to the corner pocket bottom right, another corner pocket bottom left, with the white ball bouncing off to cushions, rolling round the last yellow, and the sink of the black will be a formality. Ginte responds to fire with fire, responds to apple with apple, responds to one distance with another, and is now seems to be supporting Ginte because he likes his playing style. And a dry break from Aiden. Ginte's fans are celebrating a dry break as if it is a pot of a black from Ginte, who is getting to pot the red and closing the table, playing red. But you're going to pay for that with an editor here? I want to speak to one of my favorite female players. How are you, Kola?
I'm very well, and you?
In this tournament, I have to say that I have not seen Kola. The Kola, what really came short?
Hey, you know what? Nah? I think it's part of the game. It's just the game. We don't always get the result that we want, and I think I was just not comfortable I just couldn't find the comfort. This afternoon when I was playing for the third and fourth place, I was much more comfortable. So it was an inconsistency of not being comfortable. But definitely back to the drawing board for me. We grow every day.
The last time you were competing, you were winning everything. Can I attribute it to the fact that you have not been participating in a lot of tournaments in the last 3 years?
Yeah, no, definitely I wasn't active. I was gone for a while. Yeah, but I'm busy working on it. I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Lastly, how do you compare South African ladies pool now to Ugandan ladies pool?
Oh, you know what? The ladies have grown, not just in Uganda, but as a whole, as Africa.
Okay.
The game has evolved so much. Just I'm out of words to actually answer that question, but I tell you, it's next level. It's really next level. They are matching South Africans right now.
Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next comp for ladies and the next. Thank you for giving the time to the game.
Awesome. Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity for granting me here, especially to Towers, T1, Queens Academy.
Nepson.
Yeah, Nepson. Sean, Charles, he also gave me a sponsor to come here. Flames, obviously. All the people that's connected to my journey. Although I'm not winning, but they're still having my back, and I'm just so proud to be in their circle, and they're still looking out for us as a sport. The sport is not there where we want it to be, but it's growing every day, and we thank everyone that's back home on Facebook, them sharing the videos and that's connected to Pool. Pool has changed many of our lives, and yeah, we just want to thank the community of Pool for loving us and loving our sport, and for what you guys are doing for the sport.
You couldn't have said it any better, Paula.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the final.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Did you accept that she's not a fish?
Yes, I did.
That was the voice of the great South African female player, Nicola Rosu, who has been challenged, in fact out-challenged by Rukia Naiga, who has won this comp pretty comfortably. Every time that Ginte has been fighting.
Come on,
I will tell you when it's done.
My apologies for those of you who are watching on YouTube. There has been an internet buffer which happened for the last 3-4 minutes, but now from where I'm watching it seems okay. The Facebook stream is as flawless itself. And now this is the frame that Ginte cannot afford to lose, in my opinion, if he can even dream of winning this final. If Aiden can go 10 frames to 7 up, I will personally see no way that Ginte will be winning 4 frames in a row. I am not saying that it's not possible, but sometimes when your opponent is Aiden, things can really mean to be good. On 6 reds is Aiden. One of those frames when, as a player of this level, all he needs to do is pot a ball and then go for the frame. Aiming for red ball diagonal to the corner pocket on the top right, short off target. He may pot by luck. Actually, the guy has potted 2 balls in the same shot that all of the remaining 4 reds have been by a stroke of luck more than Guinea has been placed in perfect space. Even he, Aiden, has laughed at himself in a good way, not believing his luck. And Ginte doesn't believe his misfortune. Aiden now on 2 reds to put both of them to the corner pocket onto the bottom left, one after the other. The second to be potted with a little bit of right spin, white ball moving towards the right, to put black ball to the center pocket on the left. The rest is a formality. Aiden versing the black to make it 10. Of course, he won't be missing this one. Aiden 10, Ginte 7, rest to 11. These are the fans of Aiden chanting 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. If you look at the whole story as though it was scripted, of course, Aiden being one of those players around whom African Pool News moves around, it was a little bit of a concern because fans really love to see him play. Organizers want to see him compete. It was a little bit of a confirmation that Aiden was not participating in this competition, and lots of stories were flying around that maybe there is agreement between him and other South African players that yes, they can come and fight and he can choose to play in another competition. However, with the men's tournament starting on the 12th of April this month, Aiden did make a U-turn and booked his flight with the South African flight company Airlink from Johannesburg to Bulawayo, and paid his registration fee, with the tournament remained with the closure of registration 30 minutes away, and he registered. He arrived at the venue only 30 minutes before kickoff. And yes, his match was lined up at around lunchtime on the 12th, just last Saturday, and he lost in his first round to guess who? His fellow countryman and international teammate Jeremiah Naido. Since then, he got into a very big fight with very fellow top shooters in his second life, winning player after player after player. As we speak, seven of them are down, and the seventh was his current opponent Ginte. That match that happened in the second life final. That is the match that got him a ticket to play in the grand final. And here he is, after coming from 6-3 down in the first life, after fighting so hard and playing clearly better, just better than Ginte in the second life. He's now on the verge of winning another tournament. He will be Aiden Joseph, winning this comp as the very first of the editions that have been happening here at Queen's Sports Club. I can now say the 2022 edition was won by Jerry. The 2023 edition was won by Caesar. The 2025 edition is being won by Aiden Joseph. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ghost versus the Black for the title. Aiden wins.